Alcoholism. It's a very ugly term to describe something that doesn't seem to be harmful, but it is. Alcoholism can affect you and your friends and loved ones and people you don't even know in the following ways. It can cause you to do things that you wouldn't normally do, i.e., make comments, do stupid stuff. That includes spending an excessive amount of money on an alcoholic beverage or stuff that you buy when you're drunk that when you're not drinking, you look around and say, why did I buy that? I spent that on what? Or where did I leave my keys? Or where's my car? Or, stuff like that. It can cause you to forget things. It can cause you to just not be yourself. This can also be for substance abuse and any other type of addictions that are out there. If you have an addiction, there is a place or a way to get over your addiction. You just have to ask for help. Now, being addicted to something does not make you a bad person. It does not make you less of a person. It makes you a strong person to recognize that you have an addiction and you need help. I Googled um, rehab centers. And I found that they have a rehab centers. Some of these rehab centers are dual diagnostic centers. So that means that they actually don't just work on your substance abuse problem or your alcoholism or whatever you're addicted to. They don't just work on that. They also work on your mind, your body, and your soul. You know, if it helps some of you guys to come back to, your spiritual side, to strengthen that. And I mean, they're not always going to do that. There are inpatient and outpatient facilities. If you have a problem and you need help, ask for it. There are meetings you can go to for addiction issues. There's Alcoholics Anonymous. There's Al-Anon. It's there if you have an addiction and it's recognized and there's a treatment for it, there's more than likely a meeting for it or a therapy session. You just have to look in your community and find out. If you're not sure about, where they have meetings and stuff, you can I don't know if you can check at your local library, look Google, you know, Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Google AA and whatever community you're in and find a meeting. If you have a problem, call a church. Maybe they can reach out and help you or know where some meetings are. A lot of times they have them in a church, or in a basement of a community center, or, they're everywhere. If there's a need, there's somebody there to do it, to facilitate it. All right. Your alcoholism can affect the people around you. You don't want to get into a vehicle and be driving after you've had alcohol. What if, say, you think you're fine, but you get into an accident and somebody gets killed or somebody gets hurt really bad? Are you going to feel guilty because you shouldn't have been in the car while you were drinking after you drank? Or you were thinking you were doing it responsibly because I was at home and I wasn't bothering anybody, but then I ran out of my alcohol, so I went out to the store to buy more, and that's when it happened. If you have a problem, you recognize it's a problem, seek a solution to get rid of that problem. And you'll be happier with yourself in the end. It's a lot of work, I know it is, but you can do it. There are, friends and family that are around you. If you're one of these people that, you know, your best friends are the ones that you can meet at your local bar, and that's the only place you guys are ever at, then when you stop drinking, those friends aren't going to be there anymore because they're there because you're drinking, because they think you're going to have a good time and everything. Partying, yes, if you really love to party, then you're going to be drinking, unless you choose to be sober, which I have had an alcoholic beverage from time to time. I don't have a problem with it. I don't drink because I need it. Sometimes I drink something because I like the taste of it. Jesus drank wine. I'm not trying to compare myself to Jesus because I'm not even anywhere. I try to be, good like Jesus was and is. But my refrigerator keeps making funny noises. Um, Sorry, but it's just it's indulging in anything. A little bit's okay if you're allowed to have it, like if you're not allergic to something or if it's not against your religion. you know, if you're healthy enough, it's okay to have a slice of chocolate cake if you're, obviously not allergic to it. However, if you have this big chocolate cake, a slice is nice. The whole cake, however, by yourself, not a good idea. So, I mean, you have to learn. And you have people around you that'll help you. And it doesn't make you any less of a person for asking for help or getting help. It makes you strong because you recognize a problem and you're going to facilitate getting help. Now, let me ask you this. If you don't think you have a problem, you're not going to go try to get help, right? What happens if you get into a sport, you're playing sporting sports, okay? Let's just say you're playing soccer. We'll use that as an example. And you do something and you twist the wrong way or you hit your ankle and you break it or you shatter your tibia or your fibula, whatever, a bone. Would you go to a doctor and get it fixed, possibly even have to have surgery, or would you just wait and just hope that it goes back to how it's supposed to? Don't even recognize it's a problem and just ignore it. It'll go better. It'll go back to how it's supposed to. You're going to seek medical attention and get help. It's the same thing for that. So think about your actions. Think about the friends and family around you. And none of us want people to cause these accidents. None of us want to have to, you know, explain to generations, our friends, that, this person was so nice, but they're gone now because they drank themselves to death. So just be mindful and be responsible. That's all I guess I'm going to say because I don't want to be too wordy and lengthy. So have a good one.